What's up? Snobcast episode something.
Episode 105. We're already running out of, we're already forgetting the count that we're at 5 episodes in.
104?
104!
Episode 104?
104.
You guys are fucking bullshit. This is the fourth episode,
It's
right?
the
You guys
fourth.
making it look like it's...
104.
No, 104.
Yeah,
You
like
know,
season one.
We started at 101.
So I'm retarded.
Yeah.
This is... Okay.
Ooh,
Could you use that
I don't
word?
think, yeah.
Should we start again? I feel like the beers are open at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too late. We can't open more beers.
Jad, do you want to do our introduction?
Listen, that's such a funky track. The one that opens the show.
The one that opens the show?
Yeah,
it's
such a great track.
I wonder who wrote it.
Theme from Snobcast.
Okay,
It's
let's try not to start off with too many shout-outs this early in the podcast.
But we have a very exciting show today because we have our first special guest.
Oh my God.
And he's...
Dorino?
I guess it's on the same on par with Dorino.
Yeah,
I guess.
exactly.
Yeah. But no, we have our Habibi.
Habibi.
Emile Khoury is here, ladies and gentlemen. We also have a live studio audience today.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, see that?
Recording live from a brothel.
It's the same amount of people that we have at Sacré Jeudi. So. That's fantastic.
If no one's familiar with that, I've mentioned 100 times. Sacré Jeudi is a weekly open mic that Emile and I run.
I'm kind of offended that you produce the show and you call it an open mic, but that's still...
Is that not what it is?
Is that not really, because there's technically a difference between
So please,
an open mic.
here's the first subject.
I don't get up and go on stage and be like, "Oh, is this mic free?"
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
technically, an open mic
Yeah.
would be a show where
Yeah.
you either sign up and then you wait, you go up on stage. You
Like
perform
Comedy
for-
Nest Mondays.
Let's say Comedy Nest Mondays, but even then it's a booked open mic. So in that sense, there's a bit more of this exclusivity to that open mic. Our show would be more like a lab night.
Okay.
So you
You
have
test new
comics.
materials, gotcha.
You test new material, you still
The
get paid.
materials.
So what he's saying is you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
No, I don't. I keep selling points to people, message them. Yeah, we're running an open mic.
Okay, good. That's why there's no one.
No, not to other comics to come and perform.
To
as an
people,
open mic.
okay.
The people, the other comic people.
Okay.
Not like, oh, hey, you come watch the open mic tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, so you book comics on the show,
Yeah, saying they're open.
pitching it that it's
pitching
an open
that
mic.
it's open mic. I'm really
Okay.
sorry to have interrupt the two of offended you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gianni from Snobcast.
But no, it's very excited to have you here.
Yeah.
We're all very excited.
Thank you so much for having me. That's a very nice setup you guys have here.
Thank you.
The beer.
Mind your feet for the wires. Huh? Just don't get up to
Any
pee.
movement, if this podcast becomes somewhat exciting,
You instantly become a puppet
everything is going to shit.
or a marionette. Is that what they're called?
Well,
I think
it's the
same
French
thing,
word,
I
I
think.
believe.
What are they
Mm.
called? Like the actual
Puppets, you fucking
Puppet?
idiot. Yeah.
Well, what about when you put a sock puppet on?
It's
That's
still
a
a
sock
puppet.
puppet.
yeah, but it's a puppet like on your hand. It's, not
still
with
a,
strings.
It's still a puppet.
You know what I'm going to admit here on this podcast? That I played with like...
It was way too easy.
Hold
for
on,
you
I'm gonna have to
just go for
censor
it.
this. I feel like this is gonna involve some
No, I
editing.
think
Wait, is there censoring? Can I swear?
You can swear whatever the fuck
perfect.
you
Just
want.
don't follow that up with 16-year-old girls.
Perfect. Let's go. What do you have to admit?
Shit.
Shit.
No, but no, I played with puppets. I was the only child growing up, so I mean, I had like a lot of like Disney shit.
Oh, I thought it was going to be about masturbating, but it's about depression. That's
Okay. You guys want to get real? You guys want to talk about masturbating?
no, well,
You guys
it's
want
like-
to talk about like getting caught or something?
So you
Is
used
that
to
what
play,
you want to talk about?
I
don't
used to
know.
play with a lot of puppets because.
Yeah, like Kermit the Frog. Kermit the Frog.
Come on, that's a pretty good impression. That's a good
oh my god, Kermit the Frog.
At what age did you stop playing with puppets?
Maybe like 10.
That's very old. That's very old. That's very
I was a
old.
very lonely child.
Yeah, me too. I used
Divorced
to play with
parents.
puppets. I used to
Yeah,
play with
oh,
puppets.
you're also a lonely child,
yeah,
Tom.
yeah, I was.
Wait.
Yeah, except the difference between you and me is I stopped playing with puppets 3 weeks ago.
So that's
So
were you
that's so
playing with
depressing.
puppets or were you playing with puppets?
I was filling them
Oh.
with my hands. Yes.
Do you call your dick your hand?
Only on Tuesdays. No.
It is Wednesday, so I guess we missed the mark.
We missed it.
the mark.
Oh, well, no, we're not. The people aren't supposed to know what day it is.
we didn't say what day it was. Said we missed Tuesday.
Okay.
Thank you. Maybe we can edit that out.
Wow.
We didn't tell them that it's
We don't
Wednesday.
edit anything in this fucking
Yeah, we haven't
podcast,
edited like a
I don't have
single
that
thing.
much time on my lunch break at work
sure
to
about
edit
that?
this podcast. Actually, I do because I've re-uploaded those other fucking podcasts 1,000 times.
So no, I mean, what's going on? Steve, you're quiet so far.
Well, I'm biding my time. So
Tom, how you doing today?
I don't know. I just saw this thing of Robin Williams wearing
Yeah.
a crown.
Yeah, it's a great. I had to go to the States to buy that.
You guys, wouldn't you have loved to have seen him live?
what
I saw him
what is
twice.
that?
It's a Robin.
Yeah, I know it's Robin Williams. But what?
He's actually
Is it?
in here.
His ashes
Yeah.
after suicide.
Oh my
Oh
god.
Jesus, that's so hardcore.
The thing is, you
I guess
mentioned
that Bell Helpline walk thing didn't help.
No. The thing is, you said I wish we would have.
There goes Bell Media as a sponsor.
You wish you would have seen him live, but I saw him twice. So.
You did see him stand up, or was he
Yes.
doing like a one man show situation?
I saw him do stand up once at Place des Arts, and I saw him do a sit down conversation thing, also at Place des Arts.
What year?
I saw him Weapons of Self Destruction tour, so that was like
2011
I have that on VHS.
I think it might have been earlier.
earlier.
No, that's Live on Broadway. You're thinking about?
No, I'm
That you
talking
probably
about-
haven't-
Great special, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I am thinking about live. I hate it when he's fucking right.
But Weapons of Self Destruction, I feel was in like 11, maybe 2011.
11.
Yeah, 11. But and then I saw him do like a sit down thing. He was getting interviewed, but it wasn't really a sit down thing.
Was that for Just for Laughs or no? Was
No,
it just,
they never had him at Just for Laughs.
They never
actually.
had him at Just for
Nope.
Laughs.
Nope.
Robin Williams. Too late now.
Too late now. Unless they got a hologram. But
Tupac.
You never know.
yeah. But then I don't know. I can't seem to find it for some reason. It's weird. But it was one of those things. It was fantastic. Obviously, I'm a huge Robin Williams fan.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you not?
I mean, I've seen his movies.
Yeah.
But
Steve likes
stand up
Robin
wise,
Williams.
I'm not really. I have never gotten
I
really
do.
to stand up.
So that entire box set that Tom showed you is
Is it every single one of his movies and his stand-ups?
it's every one of his stand-ups and his TV performances.
Okay.
So like the HBO ones and
It's pretty heavy,
and
actually.
Actually, the show that I
Well,
saw
it's a
in
pretty big
Montreal,
box.
the
Yeah.
conversation show I saw in Montreal is actually on that.
Was it mostly a Q&A or was it a memoir?
It
of
was a
his-
Q&A, but like he goes off the rails, obviously. So
Okay.
instead of like an hour and a half, it was like 2 hours.
What-
He was very eccentric and not the typical
No,
stand-up.
he was very
No,
eccentric.
what was that? You remember there was a guy that used to do these interviews in an amphitheater.
Oh, yes. The
What's his name?
Inside the Actor Studio?
Oh yeah.
James Lipton.
That's it.
There's
the guy
a-
that looks
yeah.
like Rip Torn, but in a chair.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
yeah.
He used to be so composed during the interviews, but he would roast actors
Yeah.
just like in the sly.
Robin
very
Williams
low
was a
tone.
disaster on that thing. He was all
Seriously?
over the place.
One
But
of
that's what he does.
But that's what. Yeah, that's how.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
hey,
the-
oh,
yeah.
oh. You know when he.
Yeah.
You know what the thing is that I watched an old special of his from that box set, which is the HBO first special that he did in like some comedy club. It was like 100 people there, and a lot of the bits that he did then, he still did like later on in life.
Yeah, that's the thing that, especially comics that were working in the 70s and the 80s, you can compare to Dom Herrera, Jerry
Exactly,
Seinfeld.
yeah.
Dom Herrera was great.
They still do material that is, and the material still murders.
Yeah.
As
Of
if
course.
they wrote it
Well,
yesterday.
Jerry Seinfeld has this thing where he refuses to not do old material. He likes doing old material.
Yeah, and he sees them more as a song, which is something that he could play over and over again. And
Like
people
Elton
still
John.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't personally see it that way. But I've seen Dom Herrera.
I would love
Yeah.
to see Jerry Seinfeld do some karaoke. Though.
Why? I feel like he wouldn't be.
Yeah, at all. That's
that
that's the
interesting to
point.
see.
Watch
Yeah.
that chair.
Yeah,
right?
the chair's already broken.
Yeah.
I just want to say,
We have no
you
budget.
said he did that special you were talking about was him in a comedy club of 100 people. Imagine being in a 100-person room watching Robin Williams.
He literally walks around the entire room and like roasts people.
Was he
That
famous at
special.
the time or not yet?
He was famous because he did Mork and Mindy, the TV
Okay.
show that he was
Yeah.
on. So he was pretty big at the time, but he was also very, very coked up.
Was he?
Oh yeah,
for sure.
100%.
Was Robin
This
Williams very into
profusely
drugs?
sweat.
I'm
Oh,
not very familiar
very
with this
heavy.
persona.
Him, Jack Nicholson, and John Belushi.
Okay, I'm
Oh,
not
Jack
surprised that Jack
Nicholson.
Nicholson.
That's
is-
that
that's a
classic
different-
Coke smile.
So you know John Belushi?
Yeah.
Yes.
So like he died the night before he was with Robin Williams and Jack Nicholson.
So a pretty big party
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of a Chris Farley situation.
And if you
where
Correct.
if you
Yeah.
if you look at that trio right now, Jack Nicholson lost his mind and the other two are dead. So
so there's no.
yeah.
He's brain dead before being actually dead. So it's
Yeah.
coming up. How old is Jack Nicholson?
He's in like his 80s.
His
He hasn't
80s?
been in a movie since like
Yeah.
2010 or
I
something.
think he can't even walk or some shit. He's probably.
I think I overheard. I don't know who I know,
Yeah.
but I
I've overheard the business.
Chuck
I,
Lorre.
I read that he has Alzheimer's. So
Oh.
like so
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
actually had booked
Oh
him.
yes, they would shoot the lines during
Yes.
when he was taping them. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, and or they like the last movie he was supposed to star in didn't work out because he just couldn't.
Shit.
He couldn't do it. Yeah.
But I mean, if you're still in your 80s and working, then I mean, just
Yeah.
the simple fact that he's
Hats
alive
off.
is a miracle. So
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Hats off.
100%.
Definitely.
Yeah. What is that?
Emile Khoury, everybody.
Yeah, so I had a question for you,
yeah.
especially that you guys are pretty much all stand-up comedy fans. Do you feel like it's okay for a comic to go on tour and bring out old material for his hour?
No.
No.
Are you guys okay? Well, would you be? Who's your
I
favorite?
feel like
comic?
if he's doing like a club, like just like an impromptu, like like he's just.
But
Getting
wouldn't you expect new material? Who's your favorite comic?
Right now,
Who? Yeah, no, all time.
all time, I would probably go with like an Eddie Murphy or Robin Williams.
Eddie Murphy. So let's say the raw material.
Yeah.
Would you like to see it live?
No, because I know it by heart.
Exactly. So,
Yeah.
but I've
I
seen
agree
Dom
with that.
Herrera
100 times.
murder
Yeah.
with material that he used to do in the 80s, and he was at the Ethnic Show in 2014, 2015, if I don't...
That's when we met.
That's exactly
So
what we met.
romantic.
This is our
Oh
love
my
story.
God.
That's when our
Yeah.
love story began.
Yeah.
And he was fucking murdering.
Yeah, he was
Well-
great. But he's also like a staple. Like,
He is a
he's,
staple.
He's huge.
But imagine doing the same material for 10, 15 years, and it still works.
But dude, it's also like the same fact of like being like a singer. So like.
But do you see it the same way? Do you see comedy
No.
as a song? I don't.
No, I don't see it the same way because I don't want to hear the same shit.
That is the thing.
But I guess maybe for some comics, that's just why write new material when that shit works.
True. I feel like it's the...
Yeah.
Maybe they're lazy.
Well, maybe they're or maybe they're Jewish, and Seinfeld wants to make his money. There was a,
No, but you know
are
what
we
it
going
is,
to
like-
edit this part out?
You say that Seinfeld has a thing where like he doesn't write new material. I don't think I've ever heard,
Well-
unless maybe I don't dive into Seinfeld as much as I should. But I feel like I've never heard him do the same stuff.
Well, have you ever heard like a straight like
I've seen
Well,
him. I've seen him
yeah.
live
Well,
twice,
I mean,
and
when
I've
he
seen
does-
his specials.
when he does? Yeah, but he's probably now. But I remember watching he did an interview with like Chris Rock. Well, like, interview. They were just all sitting around. It was him.
With Louis, Chris Rock, and Ricky Gervais?
Yeah, exactly. And Seinfeld was saying that he loves using old material
Yeah.
all the time.
Well, actually, his latest special on Netflix was a compilation of...
Well, because he
old-
did. Because he did like an anniversary thing. Or was
yeah,
that what it was?
that's
Yeah.
like a greatest hits. That's like when you go to Costco and you get like the Aerosmith Gold. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's the same songs that were already recorded.
Yeah,
they don't
exactly.
re-record
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
So in
Yeah.
the sense, he
Oh,
was
imagine
taping
that.
a new
What,
special.
Aerosmith Gold right now. Yeah.
Bro, imagine just re-recording songs.
Oh.
Just like this is what I want it to sound like today.
Yeah,
and it's a
except
country
they're-
version.
Except they all have like broken bones and
I
shit.
feel like they would
Fucking
sound like shit.
Drummer has 2 replaced kneecaps.
yeah,
And one of them is dead. So
Yeah, and one of the kneecaps is dead.
his
Exactly.
corpse is just
one of
there.
the
Oh,
one of the
yeah.
one of the
Yeah, that's like
musicians.
right now they decide to remaster some Prince. You know what I mean?
Wow,
How?
that was deep. Bro. That was
Deep cuts.
That
You
was
know what I
deep.
mean? That's,
Thank God he has a vault full of shit that no one's heard. That's
yeah.
great.
But should they release that? What do you think about that? Should they release the
I feel like
vault full of shit?
Steve has had something to say for like an hour, and he's just
Go
literally
for it.
sitting
Why
there
are
with
you-
his dick out.
Steve, what do you think about that? Do you think it's okay for artists to
Comedians.
artists, comedians, anybody,
Yeah.
anybody?
Well,
if you're dead, should your shit that's never been
It's a
released
tough
be
question
released?
because I mean, you want to kind of respect whatever they want, but at the same time, like you have
the pockets don't
You
fill
have-
themselves.
no. But even past that, I mean, you
Yeah.
have genius, like locked up somewhere, and that nobody's ever going to hear.
Yeah,
Like at a point, you know,
like this podcast, basically.
yeah, exactly.
This is just going to your Google Drive. It's never going.
It's so
going
far, yeah, actually, we don't mention the company names like that because sponsorship money. If they- Google give us free stuff. That's the max you can say. You know, like
In our search engine drive,
in our.
Did you have more to add to that? Because I
I'm
just thought of
sorry.
something.
Oh wow.
no, go ahead, please.
No, so you know where the this you know what I'm gonna use the word even though I probably shouldn't. The staleness
Yeah.
of
staleness.
certain bits. You know where it's very famous? In the Italian community.
Yeah,
Italian
They like
comedians.
recycled material.
Yes.
Would you say Italian comedians in general or Italian comedians in Montreal? Because we can narrow it down to 5 people, and then we're.
Well, look, the ones that I know of, but also the Dom Herrera is Italian. He's Italian American, and he recycles his
Italian
material.
American. That's like, you know.
I feel like he's not really Italian though. There's not
Yeah.
that much. He doesn't appeal.
No.
He's like from Brooklyn. Like he's definitely Italian.
Yeah. but-
Yeah,
but
we've had conversations where he said that he
there's
doesn't
Jewish
speak
people.
Italian. And he
Oh no,
doesn't-
because he's American. That's
Jewish
the
exactly,
thing.
but
from
he was-
Brooklyn that sound like they're Italian.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Jew.
Exactly. And even his material, there's glimpses.
The boom butts and
Yeah,
you
the
know what I
blah,
mean?
blah, blah, but that's
Yeah,
still
yeah.
that's over the top fake. He doesn't use that as a crutch.
Fine. So the 5 comics that I know,
I know what you mean though, but would you say that the Italian crowds prefer
they eat that
stale
shit
material?
up. They eat that shit up,
They
which
love
is
it,
so
huh?
weird because like, so we do these CLTV comedy lounges once a month, and I strive.
That was such a great plug.
And
That was
Emile-
just such a-
I strive. Emile strives to have new material every month, and I sometimes I'm just like, do I want to bring it back to when I first started?
Well,
but I'm like,
yeah.
but I don't because I want to keep writing.
I know.
If not, I'll just be.
But you pull out the
stale.
mic dick once in a while.
I pull out my mic dick only
I
when you're
mean,
in the front room.
I have
Perfect.
nothing against bringing back material that you rework.
No, 100%.
And let's say you've performed something in October, the show is every month, and then a year afterwards you want
Yeah,
to bring back a joke. There's the crowd recycles.
It also
there's new
depends
people.
your crowd. It also
True.
depends your crowd.
Yeah.
If you're getting, if
True.
you know that you're getting, your friends are coming and they're bringing their friends, and it's the same people that have been coming for the last 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, a year.
Yeah,
You bring back old material, people are gonna. The majority of
100%.
people are gonna know. But if we decide to take this show on the road and we decide to perform in downtown Windsor,
yeah, of course, and that
With
that's
Dave
the thing.
Marhesh.
Well, this is a very good point because
you know,
if you're playing in front of the same people, of course you should always work in order to get new material. But if you're touring an hour,
Well, you do the same material.
You
Just-
should.
or you
There's
rework
no-
it.
that's-
Or you rework it.
you don't even rework
or if you
it. Once
decide to do multiple nights of like different stuff, now you got a whole
Exactly.
playbook of stuff.
Well, no, if you take like a Maniscalco, for example, who we bring up often on the show, which would probably, he'd
not
probably
because
be a
we're
guest.
Italian.
He'd probably be a guest. But
one of the goats, man, is Calco. Honestly, this guy is.
yeah, but he
Yeah.
tours extensively and he does the same material.
Yeah.
Well,
And
that's how
people
it
go.
works. This is what you
And
want
people
to
go and
tour
people
that
see-
out.
yeah, but it's the Italians. A lot of the people that go and see him are whatever Italian community is gonna.
Did you
go
know that
see
he
him.
doesn't speak Italian?
I believe
No,
that.
he doesn't.
He doesn't.
His dad is
Well,
from
you
Sicily.
never, you never hear when
Italian Americans don't speak Italian.
Ray Romano doesn't speak Italian.
Yeah,
Yeah, but Ray Romano doesn't look Italian. Sebastian has the.
Dabra. Yeah, but could you picture that guy speaking Italian? Dabra. No, stop. You know, like, you're not gonna.
Yeah, but Maniscalco, you can picture him speaking Italian.
Yeah,
He
but
has
Yeah,
the
I
whole-
can,
Scalco,
yeah.
when he does his Italian on stage, it's always.
It feels Jewish.
Yes,
It feels
well,
Jewish.
it's also his wife is Jewish. so
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah, but
that-
his
yeah.
Italian characters feel Jewish.
Once again, everything sounds like it's from Brooklyn.
Yeah, exactly.
We are mentioning Jewish people a lot tonight.
I know.
It's crazy coming from Lebanese.
I hope
guy.
we stay
That's-
Semitic and we don't add a little anti. in
There was nothing anti there.
Yeah, good. Yeah, good.
Don't. Why are you worried? Why are you worried? If
I'm
your girlfriend
worried.
listens to
By
us,
the
it's
way,
totally fine.
Hey,
Nobody's
you
gonna listen to this.
so much culture.
Only our parents.
This culture, this podcast just got a fucking with Emile here. Just got like an injection of culture.
He's our
Other
first
than when
guest.
Steve is
I
like
feel
Steve is like
the.
if Steve is yogurt, you're the labne.
Oh, that's the sweetest thing.
Okay.
Actually, that's the only compliment I've received in I think a month. So that's very sweet. Thank you.
I'm pretty
Very
jealous
sweet,
of that
thank you.
one. So
Well, you're my. I was gonna say you're my tzatziki, but we don't really like Greek people. So.
Don't say we if you're generalizing about yourself.
I don't have a choice with the generals. I don't know. I love.
I don't really
Shout
know
out
Greek
to
people.
Pantelis.
So. Oh yes,
Oh, yes.
Pantelis.
Pantelis.
Yes.
He's probably the only Greek that I tolerate.
Yeah.
It's,
I think there's the only person that I know that's Greek
I've known a couple
in
of
my
Greek
circle.
Oh, he's
people.
in your circle.
Are you
now.
a
Excuse
No,
me.
he's
Are
not
you
a-
his friend? Is
No,
it-
that's sorry. I just made that sound like I'm very pretentious.
Wow.
Shout out to Pantelis.
Shout out to
Pantelis.
Come on the show, bro.
I have the plugs. Don't worry.
Yeah. Sorry,
The
Emile.
plugs don't-
Jesus.
So
Our open mic, eh?
Hey, but speaking about taking the show, doing the show elsewhere and all that, what do you guys think about like now Louis C.K. touring?
Amazing.
I'm
Yeah.
good with it.
Yeah, I'm
not.
yeah,
Steve, you too. You.
I love his material. So
Steve, I feel like Steve. Out of the four of us right now, Steve is going to be the moral compass.
No, because I feel because I,
No,
I here's the thing. He apologized for what he did. He admitted what he did. Great.
Yeah.
Good. What he did was horrible, but he admitted it. The guy is still a fucking great stand-up comedian.
For sure.
Can
Great.
you differentiate the artist from
Yes.
the fuck up?
Yeah, 100%. Yo,
We do that every day with every other Hollywood actor, actress, comedian. They're all fuck ups.
Yeah.
Well,
like
90%
fine.
of
It's
them.
like I said,
Yeah.
it's horrible. But like the guy is a stand-up comedian. He wants to go perform stand-up. Go perform stand-up. If you don't want to go see him, don't go see him.
Chris
Yeah, I
Brown,
think
Chris
it's-
Brown can punch Rihanna and then go on world
True.
tour.
That's very true.
Yeah.
And they're still okay with it. He's still selling out.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I feel like without going into what he did, he's paid for his for what he's done.
Wait, could
they
I,
shelved the movie that cost millions of dollars. He's lost touring
I wanted
deals.
to see that movie.
I think it was within that, which was actually very weird because it was about fucking his daughter or some shit. There was some
Oh, that I did not know.
pedophilia situation. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
wait,
it was.
Wait,
there
I
was
don't
this
think
whole. It was a man who was in love with the secretary.
Oh,
who
yes,
was
she
also
was-
a daughter. That's,
yeah.
we're talking about the movie here. Is
Talking
this
about the
uncensored
movie.
or not? Shit, you're like,
Why are you freaking out? This is our most explicit podcast yet.
is it explicit or is it not? I'll filter my material.
No, don't filter anything, dude.
Do it, bro. Do it.
Only filter.
But it was some. There was some situation where it was
Right.
a very old man who wants to sleep with a
Yeah.
very young woman.
Okay.
And as soon as the whole situation came out, they had to shelve the movie. And I think within the next 6 months, he lost around $30 million. And
It was because it was a really big cast. It was
yeah.
a big cast, but also I just wanted to see it because I knew that he wrote and directed it, and also I really liked Louis,
Which
his,
was,
his FX series, and his stand up I think is great.
Yeah, could I just ask for a refresher? Because I think I remember what he did, but I don't. Was he like just jerking off with people around? Was that it?
am I allowed to go into it? Or
Yeah, Tommy, what are the FCCA? What is that? The FCC?
Okay, but yeah, but I feel like if it was on the news and shit, I feel like it's fair.
Masturbation.
Play. Yeah.
Go into it, Emile.
Yeah, so he basically would jack off in front of female
Okay,
comedians
yeah.
in the green room.
Yeah.
Now, it's horrible.
No,
Disgusting.
no, for sure. Yeah.
Disgusting behavior. Now, up to a certain point, can it be considered rape? That's a moral compass that we won't get into
But
because
like,
that's
Yeah, that's not.
More like
it's
a
not this.
visual
That's
rape.
not that kind of podcast.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like
But
We're already getting cancelled.
Yeah, but by the way, this was public information.
no,
In
I know. I
2007,
just want to remember.
No,
No,
but
if
in
I remember right.
2007, 2008, this is
Yeah.
information that leaked.
yeah.
And he apologized for it.
Mm.
And then within the whole Me Too movement, that's when they brought it back out and
Oh,
they decided to
okay,
make
okay.
a whole story about it. So that's when it actually
Wasn't,
started becoming an issue.
Wasn't like Sarah Silverman in there also?
Yeah, and she's like, I let him
She's like,
masturbate.
yeah, let him jerk off.
Yeah, she's like, sometimes he would call me and I would let him jerk off.
Sarah
on the phone.
Silverman is just one of those like.
She's fucked also. They're all were. I would, in my opinion,
Yeah, but
comedians
she's
are all
great.
some.
I love Sarah Silverman.
Yeah, she's pretty good looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout
Her
out
voice
Sarah
is annoying
Silverman.
though.
That's that Jew voice. Again, Jewish.
I didn't say it.
Jesus.
I want to say that
My
I
God.
did not say
It's
this.
just such an.
It's gonna be the lost episode.
Like a bank somewhere.
episode 104, the one that got us cancelled.
The one that got
Thank
away.
you, Emile.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Thanks, Emile.
Thanks,
Cancelled.
That should
yeah.
be the name of the show. It's like, thanks,
Thanks, Emile.
Thanks, Emile. That's gonna be the name of the episode.
You know what we do also, Emile, is that we figure out the name of the title of the podcast within the podcast.
That's
episode.
perfect.
So
So
thanks, Emile.
thanks, Emile. My
Exactly.
pleasure. My
Yeah.
pleasure.
Do you know our first podcast? What they're called? The first
Shut up, Shia LaBeouf or something.
Shout out to
Shout
Shia.
out.
Shout
Look at
out,
that.
shout
Shout
out.
out.
Yeah, that's 101.
Yeah.
He's, by the way, did you guys watch the
Hot
recent
Ones.
interview, Hot Ones?
It was fantastic.
That was
This
the
guy's fucking
Tom. You
buff as
showed me.
shit.
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
Did you
yeah,
see?
yeah,
He's buff. He's like a Dave Chappelle buff, or
No, he's
I
even
feel
more buff.
he's had the transition of
Yeah.
Chappelle went from skinny to
Yeah.
buff. Shia LaBeouf is.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like
LaBeouf.
Cajun buff.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. it's
Shia
fucking
LaBeouf is
oxtail
LaBeouf.
by
It was a
extension.
great interview, didn't
It was a fantastic.
Yeah.
interview.
I spoke about this interview enough on this podcast.
Okay, that's it. I did not. I should have listened to the first episode.
And,
maybe.
who's this week?
Noel Gallagher.
Tomorrow. Noel Gallagher tomorrow.
Oasis brother.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Love
think-
Oasis.
Nothing to add to this. This is where
Just
you guys
I've
do-
seen Oasis, and most people haven't.
Wow.
Jenny, who
Did they
haven't
stop
you
touring?
seen in concert?
Oh yeah, him and his brother hate each other.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
so they stopped touring.
I think you told me they slept with each other's wives.
That too, at one point in the night.
Yeah.
Excuse me, what?
In the
They
90s.
swap
Yeah.
wives?
Yeah.
So- but no, not intentionally.
Oh, okay. So,
just-
The
They
wives
fucked each
didn't
other's
know.
wives.
The wives didn't know.
but they
Yeah.
both slept with
Something
each other's
something
wives.
along those lines. But also, I read it on
Yeah.
Wikipedia, so maybe it was bullshit.
Oh, well, you know.
But I feel like it's very Gallagher brothers.
Yeah, yeah,
Look
yeah.
them
Sounds
up,
like something
Gallagher
they do.
brothers.
Yeah.
I think he got it on with Russell Brand's sister or wife, no? Or was
Katy
that just
Perry?
in a movie?
I don't
I think-
know.
Oh, that's in the Forgetting Sarah.
Forgetting
Marshall.
Sarah Marshall.
Which
yeah.
we mentioned enough on this
Yeah,
podcast.
Also, yeah.
It's a great movie. It's,
Episode 102 is called Panties.
yes.
There's a very good reason for that.
I feel like
That
there's
laugh
worse than
was
any
very
other
prominent.
comments that I've done on this. Why is it called panties?
Because Steve's ethnic song of the week that week was something fucking fucked up, and
It was Gachice by Goga Sekre.
Yes. Thank
and
you,
the-
Tom.
And
Got you,
Gachice means panties.
Ah. In which language?
Serbian.
Serbian.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Why the fuck? Like, why are you so deep into Eastern Europe and all that culture? Is there any family relationships there? Is there?
He lost it that episode. He couldn't stop laughing to save his life.
But I need some explanations
Yeah.
because we've known each other for a year now, and I've
Yeah.
been aware that you love.
Happy anniversary.
You're into Eastern Europe. You're actually no. October.
He's also into Western Europe too. Don't worry.
Western
all of
Europe,
Europe.
whatever.
Yeah.
All
All
of
of Europe,
Europe.
all the world.
No,
Why is
North
there just such
Africa,
tight thing?
what?
Turkey,
Western
North
Asian-
Africa,
Western
Doesn't-
Asia.
The only
Serbia,
Lebanon.
Lithuania, Lebanon, Syria, whatever. Tell
Even-
me,
even
where
Albania.
does this patient comes from?
I don't know.
Passion. My fucking
Because
English
it's
is
just-
the patient.
You're so patient. You sound like gold member. Come here, you're so patient. Smoking a pancake.
Bong blitz.
حاجة بالعربي من هلا yeah, let's go. Why?
What was
I said I was going to start speaking Arabic. Both I saw everybody just stopped.
Iowa.
Our live audience just stopped moving. They're like, "What the fuck is going
Is the
on?"
live audience still alive? Oh, it's like 2 people. Fantastic.
Oh my god. Hey guys,
Um,
just on that note, okay? We're going to refer to you a lot, so to be continued, all right?
so to answer you, Emile, I don't know. It just since I'm young, it's just like, oh, that place is like not the same as what I know. It's cool. What's going on there? It's just like
But that's like
a
the
rabid,
whole world.
a rabid
but you know what?
curiosity.
It's true that if you would be so passionated about Serbia, it's just like if someone was passionated about Asia or whatever.
Do you keep saying patient?
On purpose. That's on purpose. That's passionate. I know it is. You fucktard.
He's making it work.
I'm making it work. I'm proving my point. This is
That's like that soap opera that was on
actually that could be
Patience.
another title for the
Patient.
Patient.
Yeah, so patient.
So,
Patient.
so yeah, okay, I know what you mean. That's
I don't get
Yeah.
it. I wish you were that into world culture as you were into like starvation of people and shit.
What?
Like world hunger.
Oh, okay. Like
world.
like you wish instead
usually-
of like learning about what's going on in this place.
Yeah, I didn't have
It'd be
enough-
better if I was feeding those people.
Exactly.
So this is. I feel like we're at the 26 minute.
I
This
wish
is usually where we start.
Instead
to
of
lose it.
liking music that comes from Serbia, you would be passionate about world hunger or something.
I don't have enough air coming to my brain.
You don't have enough. You should probably fill it up with some more beer then.
Yeah.
Go for it.
There you go. All that patient beer.
But anyways,
So you guys are okay with Lucy K going back on tour?
That's what we're talking about.
Doing this thing? I
Oh,
know
yeah.
we're coming back to this.
Yeah.
I swear I thought you were gonna bring up Lucy Lou for some reason.
But I feel like
Remember her?
we're
Oh my
preaching
God,
to the
Lucy
choir
Leo.
here. So let's just,
No, so here's the thing.
we're
Yeah,
preaching to the choir.
100%.
We're all,
We're all. I don't know.
I feel like we're all fans of comedy. We're comedians.
But
we,
Tom didn't really give his opinion. But I mean,
About Louis C.K.
yeah,
He's all good.
you don't like him?
I love
it's all
him.
good.
Okay.
He's all
I love
good.
him.
I thought he's not good.
I'm happy that he's coming back. It's much patient. And yeah.
You know what? Actually, I have a poster of Louis C.K. in front of my bed.
Do you?
You jerk off to it?
He watches me jerk off. That's for sure.
My turn now, Louis.
So,
like it now?
so all is well in the world.
Everything is good.
Everything comes full circle.
Oh, that would.
That could be another title.
That
for
would
the
also be. Oh yeah, you know
But
what? That
spell
deserves-
cum cum like a gentleman.
You know what, Ja? I'm
You explained
sorry.
it. Now it's gone.
I think
lost
you
the
earned
punch.
this,
This
Ja.
is where
I
you
think
lost
I
it.
think you earned this for this podcast. Yeah.
Oh, so what a great soundboard you got there.
You get it's one button.
Yeah, yeah.
We're getting. Excuse me, studio audience.
Would you please shut the fuck up?
Yeah, please. Thank you. We should install bleachers in your living room. Like honestly,
Yeah.
Tom Green has them in his living room. He has bleachers.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. For his
Why?
podcast.
We also
He
mentioned Tom
films
Green
a
a lot.
podcast like with cameras and shit, like professional
his house?
studio camera. Yeah, yeah. In his living room. Could you imagine that? It's got to get home, fuck the wife on the bleachers.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, right. My God,
Fucking
It's
on the
just like at
bleachers,
home-
or
just like at homecoming.
Fucking, that would be cool.
I think it'd be cool like once, but then
Fucking,
after-
that would make it.
on,
I think you're talking about the bleachers. I feel.
I am talking about the
I
bleachers.
feel like if you're talking about once, it's probably that's probably
I
what
feel
every
like
virgin thinks of.
it would be more sturdy. You know, there would be more options.
It
in
would
order
be,
to get
but
stability.
that's also kind of the problem because it's going to be a little too sturdy after a while.
True.
You're going to be like, what's wrong with my everything?
We're talking about this for way too long.
Yeah. The chutzpah's on us, huh?
So passionate.
So much patience.
So much.
Yeah.
No, but Tom, you have any other things you want to talk about? Because I feel like you have a lot to get off your chest.
That was a
To be
fucking-
continued, eh? All right.
I have something.
What's up, Steve?
Actually,
shit.
I had an issue with it like today or yesterday.
Is it your cock again?
It's my zipper. In 2019, how are fucking jackets still getting caught in zippers? Someone tell me.
Also in 2019, who still makes jeans with fucking
No,
buttons instead
not
of
my
zippers?
pants, like a jacket.
Oh, like a jacket.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you sure the jacket is a problem, or you?
Look, that's not the fucking topic.
Yeah,
here.
because if you miss putting in the first insert, it's automatic that your jacket is gonna like. It's like when you fuck up in Tetris. You're
But
fucked
it's
for
the
rest
same
of it.
fucking thing since like 1910.
It's the
Is that
only
what they
thing-
Where's the
Zippers?
technology?
The zipper is the zipper. There's no. There's
Where's
no,
the technology?
Do you know that for a fact? 1910?
No,
Is
I
that,
made that
oh,
up.
because
No,
I
it's
figured,
way
wow, I was like, wow,
way
you really
before
looked up
that.
zippers
Way
before you came on this
way
podcast.
before that. Way before.
No,
that.
that's a little too passive aggressive
Yeah.
for me.
What would be funny though is if jackets were like Ziploc bags that you have to like, you know,
I would hate
that
myself.
would be hilarious.
Already, I can't get the Ziplocs to fucking close here at
Oh
my
my
house.
God.
Imagine
You have
that.
the one with the zipper.
Yeah. No, those the cheap one, like the lazy ass Ziplocs. The-
Yeah.
Yeah, the foot Ziplocs.
Yeah.
Wow, that
For
was a really
cowards.
good sound effect.
Ziplocs.
For cowards.
Yeah.
That's
For
right.
coward.
Yeah.
You should struggle
just-
to close
I
your
like-
Ziploc bags.
I'm sorry. I like how this just happened. That you said for cowards. I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? So to make sure that I understood what you said, I said what, and you go for cowards. Like, how did you not hear me the first time?
I actually didn't hear that at all.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe it's because you're.
I
too
said
busy.
cowards.
I
He
did.
said cowards.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. No one's
So
listening to you.
Episode 104, ladies and gentlemen.
So Ziplocs are for cowards. What is
No, the easy one.
Easy
the
zip.
easy ones are
Yeah.
for? Why is that?
Because you should suffer and struggle
To
to
get
close your bags.
To get your food fresh and
Yeah.
safe.
I could picture you like, no, guys, I can't have another drink today. I gotta go home. I got a sandwich I need to zip up, and then I gotta get to bed.
I feel like there's a lot of hate towards people that use the zipper.
Yeah.
Oh no, not at all. I don't.
So did that happen today? You got your coat stuck in
It was
in your
today or
zipper?
yesterday?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
today.
technically a jacket is just basically like a lazy zipper bag that you're putting yourself in.
Ooh, very good analogy, Stephen.
So you're
Thomas.
technically a coward.
Ladies and gentlemen,
No,
Johnny, who
because-
doesn't know who the hell's talking,
Well, if you find me a harder way to do it, I'll do it.
probably try doing it upside down.
Where's my jacket?
No, like literally, like at work, like hang off your desk. I'm sure that's gonna, you know.
That'll fly
Yeah.
really well.
Oh,
with the
yeah.
bosses, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd be
yeah.
very happy.
Yeah. What are you doing? No, nothing. Just wanted to. This is how I close my jacket.
Also, I just want to point
I
out
just
that
want a challenge.
Steve said it happened today or yesterday because for Steve, it's been the same day since he was born.
I'll go to bed eventually. I swear.
I feel like you're not good with dates. Am I wrong?
Oh, I am not.
Like with time, I feel like you could wake
Oh.
up at 2 a.m. and just start your day, go to work.
Okay,
Am I
first
right
of
or
all,
wrong?
Steve will never wake up at 2 a.m.
He'll just go to
he
bed.
He will still be awake at 2 a.m.
yeah.
Facts,
He
okay,
won't
maybe
wake
that's
up
why.
at 2. At first, have you ever
But
woken
yeah,
up
but
at
yeah.
6?
Yeah, this is like
Yeah,
you
my,
don't
my
feel
day
time.
starts when I wake up and it ends when I.
Did you-
when you
eventually
pass
sleep.
out
Yeah.
somewhere. Where you pass out?
I know you, and I know that if ever it happens, that like you have like an early. I'm Emile's gonna end up on the floor. Emile's gonna end up on the floor with this fucking.
Could
chair.
someone please fix Emil's chair?
No.
Thank
Yeah,
you very
for our
much.
viewers,
Maintenance. Maintenance.
Oh my god. Okay, so look, I feel like if ever it happens that you're gonna you would have to like wake up, or if it was by accident, even worse. But if you had to wake up at like 6 a.m.
Oh.
Which you used to do, by the way.
Yes,
I
I
can
did.
picture you every time you wake up at 6 a.m. You'd wake up and you'd be like, "Fuck."
Like you swear the first thing in the morning. You swear more than I do, but apparently I swear a lot.
No, you know what? Because in the morning I'm like, like the hate for being like awake.
So you just say
It's-
fuck.
I don't even get
I've
this word. I'm
actually-
just too like miserable
Yeah.
to even like
I've heard
like
that.
think up the word fuck.
I've
I'm just like,
heard that. I've called him sometimes, and he's picked up the phone, like, and I hear,
I feel it.
and I'm like, oh shit, Steve, did I wake you up? It's okay, I just woke up. No. He's like, and I'm like, oh, sorry, it's because it's like fucking 2 PM, you know.
I do not wake up
I'm
that
sorry, it's an
late.
exaggeration.
You used to.
It's an exaggeration. It was
Yeah,
1:45, and he's. I'm like, you good? I'm like, he's like, what time is that? I'm like, it's 1:45. He's like, oh fuck. Just so like done with it already. Like starting
Yeah.
the day just defeated.
I stopped calling and texting Steve in the morning.
For
There's no
real?
point.
You're not a morning person?
And just the
No.
point of just to like, hey Steve, we have to be somewhere. Let's say like on a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning, and it's early, and you have to get Steve to that point. I'd rather just kill myself, honestly.
But I feel like, let's say you're up for 15 hours.
Oh yeah, that.
Let's say
Okay.
He's going
nine,
strong.
That's a normal
nine
day.
of these hours are just a blur for you. You're not sure what's going on.
Just like the zipper, he doesn't know if it
It's like
happened
you're-
today or yesterday. He doesn't
You're
remember.
just like on autopilot and things get done and you're
Yeah.
not sure how and why.
Yeah, it gets bad sometimes. Like sometimes, like I'm going somewhere. I'm like, oh wait, I'm not. I'm going somewhere else now. What's happening?
Okay, so it's actually true. This
Yeah.
It's what they call insomnia.
I'm
Insomnia.
going somewhere else. What's happening?
Yeah.
I was supposed to go to Montreal, but now I'm in
I
Toronto.
feel like that's the exact line people with dementia say. How do I get
Shout out
here?
to dementia.
Shout out.
another name for the podcast.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Shout
Dementia.
out to them. It's not looking good for sponsorship so far.
The legal
I
department.
feel
is
like
not,
we'll probably get sponsored by like Satanists.
maybe, which I feel
Maybe-
like they pay well.
They'll give us money.
I feel like
I'll join the Illuminati, honestly. Let's do it.
Oh god, they're
Can we
probably
just say
already,
that?
Probably already listening to this podcast.
Illuminati, are you listening?
He
Hey
wants
guys, not for anything, but
What, do you want to go to bed? What the fuck is that?
whoa, what the fuck?
Why
Oh,
you-
I
why
think
you-
we should just change topic. and,
Change-
like,
yeah, but the thing is, it's flowing, bro.
is it?
But since we're
flowing?
gonna change topic,
Oh, he jacked you right
I
there.
think it's time for Hype Man Steve's.
I was just gonna fucking say that, you stupid ass. Wow.
So please, Tom, the floor is yours.
Publish your own fucking podcast.
All right, cool. Do you want to go ahead?
Yeah, sure. Sorry, it was on silent.
What time is it? Not literally.
Oh. It's time for Hype Master Steve and his ethnic song of the week. Steve?
Floor is yours.
Thank you, Tom.
No problem.
Whatever, Ja.
And just so we're correcting, we'll put an asterisk. It's Hype Man Steve.
Yeah, but today he's the Hype Master.
All right, cool.
Okay. Today or yesterday, I can't
We're
remember.
gonna argue on air.
To be continued.
That's a callback. Yeah.
So
Studio audience, any input on that one? Okay.
I have a special selection for this week in honor of our special guest, Mr. Emile Khoury.
That's not how you say his last name, actually.
Khoury.
Thank you.
I thought it was Curry.
Ayo.
So my ethnic song of the week is from the famous Haifa Webe.
Ooh.
Busalwawa.
Man, she's so hot. Wow.
She's so hot.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So please give us
Yeah.
the title. What's the title again?
Busalwawa.
Which
So what-
means kiss the
Like boo-boo.
the scab.
Yeah.
Boo-boo,
Kiss
yeah.
the boo boo.
Kiss the boo.
Yeah.
Now, by boo boo, is that like kiss her vagina?
No,
or
no,
like,
the boo boo. Literally the boo.
She has like
Yeah.
a scar, like someone broke up with her.
Maybe. You know what? I've never looked into it.
So Steve will help us with that. And what's the what's
What's
the
the
song?
what?
What's the song mean? What's it about?
Well, it's basically like when you kiss the wound, everything's better. Blah blah blah.
Let me go
you know?
boost it.
It's like it's as to the limit as she
Wait,
could. Like
you know
go
this song?
in
Yeah, of course I
Lebanon.
know the song.
Is it like a big song in like
Yeah,
Lebanon?
it's huge.
Number
She's
three.
like she's our
Celine Dion.
Katy Perry.
Yeah,
Ah.
she's like a
Yeah.
superstar.
She's like a big pop star.
Katy Perry. Shout out
Yeah,
to her.
let's
Do
just
you guys
a
have the
little,
royalties? For
a little
the-
snippet just for criticism
We're allowed
purposes
thir-
under
we're
the
allowed
fair
30
play
seconds.
copyright, right?
You should put it at like 30 seconds because it takes like 16,
Yeah, yeah. You
16 minutes to start.
Oh, you're very
Typical
familiar
Arabic
with this
music.
song.
Yeah, this is.
Aywa.
I feel like I'm in.
Okay, I think I get the gist of it.
It's a fast-paced song once again, but it's
Yeah.
about a broken heart.
No,
No, it's not about.
no.
What the hell's the wound?
I,
What's the wound?
It's not a rom com.
no, the wound's irrelevant. The point is the person who's kissing the wound.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did she just cut herself and she wants like her mom to kiss her wound?
Maybe her mom, maybe her stepsister.
No, it's about. I think it's literally a baby that hurts himself and then she's like busel wawa. It's
It's El Wawa.
yeah, busel wawa
Like he's
a wawa.
like crying like wow.
No, it's a word.
No,
It's a word.
Wawa.
No, it's a word.
Wawa is the Arabic translation of boo boo.
Okay, that's very uncultured of me.
I feel like
sorry.
I don't know. I expected more, Stephen.
What? Why?
So we're gonna move on.
No, because this is a very childish song. So she's
Oh,
like,
is
"Oh,
it?
I kissed the scab, it heals, and then bah, it disappears." That's
Bah.
what, bah.
Ah,
We could disappear with that too. Hey, you. And you
So we've asked you, Emile, because you're a special guest, to come up with your ethnic song of the week.
I'm
And
bringing an ethnic song, and just like Steve did, it's going to be also an Arabic song. It's a song. It's a song called Ritani by Faris Karam.
Steve's
I love how
very
you looked.
intrigued.
I love how you looked at me.
Steve's very intrigued.
Faris Karam, which is he's like a huge star in the Middle East. He's like our Drake,
Oh
a
shit.
bit older. Who would be the older version of Drake?
Jay-Z.
Drake's dad.
Jay Z. And the song is about shisha, but it's a metaphor about how he's the tobacco and he wants the flame, and he wants the girl to
Light him
burn the
up.
flame,
Yeah.
light him up.
Okay,
exactly.
so again, give us the artist.
His name is Faris Karam. The song is Ritani,
Okay.
and let me give you a quick snippet of the lyrics.
Why aren't you making him spell it?
I wish I was your honey, flavored tobacco, and you can burn me in the hookah. And regardless, I beg you don't take the charcoal off of me. That's it. That would be a literal translation of the hook. So it's.
Wow, that's amazing.
Oh yeah, who told you I am afraid of getting burned? Pray that breath, inhale, won't stop as the smoke reaches your lips, which bless me. But by the way, this song goes on in Arabic weddings or whatever the fuck it is,
Really?
and
Yeah.
people lose their shit. This
Is it a fairly new song?
No, it's a couple years old.
And Steve, your
It's a
song?
couple years old.
My song is
Same
from
thing, around 10 years.
yeah.
10,
Oh, so
11 years.
it's a golden oldie.
So I feel like now, Steve, you would want to hear that song.
Absolutely.
So Emile,
Ritani?
if,
Okay,
if
let's
you
go
can
for it.
share it.
No more than 30 seconds.
Alright,
no
okay,
more-
question for you guys, because
Yeah,
I was never into Arabic music, and it's just now that I'm starting to get into it.
Talk to Steve.
How,
We'll talk about
how
me.
are you guys with Italian music?
I listen to a lot of Italian hip hop.
Italian hip hop?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like old school stuff.
Are you surprised about his hip hop?
No, that's why I just like Italian.
Actually, I have a
this makes
song
sense
that
for
I can.
Steve.
I have a song that I can. That
Go
I can
for
show
it.
you after. It's very
So,
good.
anyways, no, we mean like the classic Italian songs, like Volare and like all those.
Yeah,
other
just
songs?
like these, whatever Italian music in general. Do you listen to Italian?
If you're wondering
Yeah.
if we're big fans of Eros Ramazzotti, we are.
Yes.
You are?
Yes.
Yeah,
Zara,
You are.
Zara.
Pavarotti. Are you guys
It's
down with him?
if Ray Romano was Roman and also could sing, is Eros Ramazzotti.
I'm not an Eros
No?
guy.
Obviously,
I have the song now. If you guys wanna,
He's
Do
more
it.
of an ento.
So-
yeah.
Hey, I am.
So again, this is Emile's
This is-
song of the week.
Ritani by Faris Karam, because he needs the viewers and he needs the clicks. So
Perfect.
if you guys could go follow his page on Instagram, it would be very appreciated.
Like, follow, subscribe.
Click the link right here.
Oh my God, yes.
There's one subscriber. Sold. He's sold. He's sold.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah.
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like a song that you hear on AM radio.
Yeah, that's because the quality of the microphones.
AM radio.
But I feel like, honestly, Steve, you would lose your mind in the Lebanese
Oh
wedding.
my!
I feel like you would.
It would.
You
my
would be in
dream to
paradise.
go,
I would see
yeah.
your just like the unbuttoned shirt all the way down to your belly button, just
So
down and down whiskeys.
Steve's
I feel like
already
you're a man who knows
Please,
how to
please
live.
invite me.
Steve's already been to like a Greek dancing thing, and he was pretty.
Yeah, but
hammered.
Greeks don't party like Lebanese people.
No, but I
do.
was just trying to make it. You know what? Just forget it. Fuck.
So guys, a friend of mine sent me an Italian video. and a song, and I found it sweet. I feel like now, since you asked about it, I just want to share it with you. You know what I mean? So here we go. Let's see if I can get this.
Sounds like garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Beautiful. That's for our Italian
Want to
listeners.
translate that? No. I'm joking.
But you know what I love about the culture?
He said daughter of a whore.
daughter, say it. in
Figlia
Italian?
puttana.
What's the word you recently learned?
Engo la mamma there. That's all is ready to be slinged. Never forgetting
audience
that one.
loves it. The audience
Never
loves
forgetting
it.
that one. I
Yeah.
love my Italian people. My dream, because I was telling Tommy before the podcast, I kind of have social anxiety,
Yeah.
and I was
Don't we
never
all?
comfortable. I was never comfortable socially. So we were talking about Pantelis before. We went to
Shout out.
we went to what's the name of that Cafe Olimpico. He walked in. He was speaking to the guy behind the counter. Oh wait, the handshakes. What handshakes? I was never confident.
They got the
enough.
handshakes. What handshakes?
I was never confident enough to get to that point. Even if I'm a regular at a place, I'll just be awkward, put my head down, order my coffee, go sit down and write for hours. My dream is to be able to become a regular,
You gotta
in
hang
like
out.
a butcher, Italian butcher shop
gotta-
or something. Just walk in.
I,
Like, no way!
I understand that,
That's
especially
my
a
dream.
butcher shop. That's like,
That's my dream. Just go like the whole way.
You know where you would have become more comfortable if you would have come out with us to Brutus.
oh my god, rip.
Were they Italians?
No.
No.
I don't
except-
give a fuck. I want to be
But
friends with
also,
Italian
he
people.
he would have been in a casket
Oh yeah.
Why?
because it was a bacon bar.
Oh yeah.
I'm Christian, so I don't get that.
It's
Oh
your-
no, because if you're cholesterol.
Oh yes, of course.
Wow. Always have to take
That was
it to
a
a
good
plate.
one. That was a good one.
Thank you.
That was a
I
good
love how you're so
backhand.
passionate about your racism.
Fuck you, Tommy.
But no, yeah, I feel good about a few places that I go to. Yeah, I'm an asshole.
We were definitely regulars at Brutus.
Did they close down?
Jace-
They
JC,
did that out of
uh,
nowhere, actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was very depressing.
And they had these drinks where you would have bacon in it and shit.
It was a bacon bar. Everything they made, the food all had bacon in it, but the drinks were super. The happy hour, the beers were like $4.
Did the
like-
owner have a heart attack or some shit? Why
No,
the-
I think it was like a falling out with the owner of the building. or
Also,
something.
probably like a money thing. Like bacon probably costs money.
Oh.
And
Allegedly.
That's a
but
very
we spent a
valid
lot
point.
of money there.
We did.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
I have to say, you guys know how to live.
I don't know what that means.
No, that means
Is
you
that-
guys
is
go
that
out.
racist?
You guys. That's kind of
he
racist.
means we're
but-
fat. That's what he means.
No, but
I've
you
heard
guys
my-
go out. You guys drink. You guys party. You guys
That's what we want you to come along.
eat. That's why.
Yeah.
That's this friendship is to be continued. That's,
This is your official invitation between us, our studio, our studio audience, and Steve. Anything else you want to add?
It's my birthday soon, so you should come out with us.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
What a plug!
Or
Wow.
Yeah.
doing this.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
anybody wants to send me birthday wishes, you know.
Do you
But
still?
not
Do you
yet,
guys
it's
still
not.
celebrate your birthdays?
Yeah,
Yes.
we enjoy.
What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah.
Are you 6? I don't know what's going on there.
Every day.
Every day's your birthday.
Every day's my birthday. I celebrate it. I wake up like I'm ready to party.
Is that what you tell yourself staring at the mirror before
He
going
wakes
to your
up.
depressing ass job?
Steve wakes up and he goes, "Fuck!" And I wake up and I'm like, "Oh, balloons."
That's because you're a government employee. You don't do shit all day.
You know,
Shit, was I not supposed to?
it's all good. Don't worry about it. They don't.
We'll edit that section out.
Nah, I want to leave it in there.
You actually want to get fired, but you don't know.
No,
We enjoy the
nobody works as hard as I work. Okay, in that office.
I mean, let's be honest. There's other people that work harder than you, Tom.
let's be honest.
Let's be honest.
Wow.
Ew.
Yeah, probably the doctors.
Yeah. To be continued.
Okay, what's your most
Um,
fucked up story about the hospital?
I saw a guy cut in half.
Wait,
Yeah, that was really
completely?
fucked up.
Yeah, that was about it. I saw him
Like
in the
what
ambulance.
level of
He
cut in
wasn't
half?
inside the hospital, so this is not a breach of confidentiality. He was in the ambulance, and it's fine.
2 pieces.
Yeah, well, I mean, I only saw the top half.
But literally 2
Yeah.
pieces.
And he was still alive, right?
Yeah, he was still alive. Yeah,
What
it's a miracle
the
the way
fuck?
that in hospitals, man, the way that they can stabilize people. It's
Did he survive?
no.
Rip.
Well, I mean,
Rip.
I feel like
Literally
for a
rip.
couple of hours, which is still impressive.
That's horrible.
No, it is.
Yeah.
At that point, just fucking cut my head off. Just kill me. I don't know.
Imagine,
Well, he's cut in half. At
Yeah,
this
but
point,
I
he's just dying
Yeah, but-
anyways.
Why would I want to like figure out that agony?
Why would we want to cut him in thirds?
that fucking
That
agony?
would, see, a thing like that would probably be like the fucking craziest shit. If you You walk in somewhere, you see like a guy cut in half, and then he's like, do it! And somebody just cuts his head off. You'd be like, what the fuck just happened?
All right, Tom.
This got really dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a podcast about family stuff, you know? So I feel like we need to lighten the mood with some darkness.
That's always a great point. I don't know. I don't know what else to add.
It's really hard to follow a comment like that, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, you set the bar pretty.
Pretty fucking low.
You guys come in socks or usually in the toilet?
Usually I have a box of Kleenex next to me.
In the box of Kleenex?
No, like
Yes,
you
actually.
collect your jizz
Yeah.
and you make the patient to your box.
you might be sitting on
What you
that,
do is if you fill the box up, if beforehand you fill the box, you put a nice little saran wrap liner in the box and you fill it up with Jello and you leave it at room temperature.
Then you freeze it, then you use it as a brick when you build a home. That's
Wow, it always has to come back to the Italians being carpenters, huh? Working construction and shit. Jesus.
I didn't say your duplex. I said your home.
It's actually a triplex. But
Wait.
whatever.
Oh, did you get offended here?
No,
Fucking-
I don't give a fuck.
I'm glad you. Well, I'm glad you
But-
brought that up. I'm just gonna not
coming?
not particularly. but-
What do you
but
mean?
I'm gonna go on it anyway.
Complete you.
You weren't down for the dismembered decapitation?
No, I'm talking about the jerking
Okay.
off. And,
Oh, because
and-
did you have a jerking off story?
Oh,
no,
we're
I
going-
just wanted to know: like, do people actually jerk off into socks? Because that seems like
I've never done that in my life.
I.
Me neither. I feel like
I have.
Yeah, why
Emile?
would you fucking do
I
that?
have, yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I
It's-
share a room with my brother.
Is it soft?
Still now?
Yeah, still no. Because I haven't moved out yet.
I realize, but your older brother moved out.
Yeah, but still, there's
When
this
you
Arab
did it-
thing where we're just settled in, and this is like
when you did it, were you like, oh, pass me a sock?
the worst part is because it usually hits like 3-4 a.m. and I need to make sure that everybody's asleep. And when I open
have
my
the ninja
drawer,
hearing.
to get the socks, it makes so much fucking noise.
Amateur, keep the socks under your pillow.
I don't fucking plan it that far.
You really?
I just want to sleep with a sock filled with jizz. Fuck.
No, when it's clean.
But the worst part is I end up throwing them next to my bed. And once a week we have these maids that come clean up the house.
Oh shit, you're that kind
And
of.
often my mom's just gonna be like, just don't put the socks next to the bed. I don't know if she knows. I don't know if she knows.
Now she does.
No, she does. Imagine she actually listens to that podcast. I don't know if she knows, but yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do,
Showing
man.
up
I have needs.
But like,
Yo, we're 6 people in my house. Okay,
Showing-
I need to fucking find situations where I like 7 minutes and a half.
She's showing
tops
up
before.
She's showing up to Costco. One of the buyers is there.
Boxes.
Like,
They just-
oh yes, Mrs. Khoury, I have your shipment of left-sided socks. You know,
Because you have your house.
oh yeah, I could do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, you
here.
can jack off on the sofa, on the balcony. You can jack off
I
wherever
can
you
also
want.
fuck anywhere that I want.
Let's not lie to each other.
Fuck my life.
So I need to fuck. So I need to find fucking.
hey, it's your house.
creative
So.
ways of jacking off. You know, it's just a function. It's a state of function. It's not about comfort.
It's stress relief too, no?
No, that's what I'm saying. The sock is not comfortable.
Oh,
I probably have shit on my dick that I shouldn't.
He's saying
have.
it's practical.
I'm
for,
talking about the actual,
his needs.
the actual like act,
Oh.
like doing it. Isn't it like a stress relief kind of thing?
Yeah, it's
too?
100% a stress relief.
Pass out after.
Like jacking off does not bring anything to us. Like you're
No.
not happy when you came. You're just
Imagine
you're less stressed, and it's just like nobody finishes. You don't jizz, and then you're like, oh, I feel so relieved. You finish jacking off in a sock, and then you just lay on your side for 40 minutes, and you can't fall asleep because there's too much shock, and you think that your brother heard you, and it's just horrible. You know?
It should definitely be a bit.
Yeah, that's, you know what they should maybe do.
Yeah.
the thing is, so I say jerking off, and you keep saying jacking off.
Yeah, that's. Jacking off is
But
a thing,
I
you know?
feel like jerk off is my. I'm jerking off. You're like, no, I jacked off. You know, like.
Okay,
No, that's what I
I
mean.
see what you mean.
I've always.
It has
used-
a,
I've always
it does
used
have a
jerk off.
different
Jerk
sense to
it.
it.
Have you guys
Jerk
ever?
it.
No.
Or you
We're
jacking?
doing the movement with our
Okay,
hands now.
has anybody ever gotten caught? Have you
Jacking
ever gotten
off?
caught?
Do I have to do this now? Or?
Yes.
I think my brother once caught me jacking off, but we played it off both very suave.
I was having a heart attack. This is where my heart is. Like,
No, I feel like I would say no.
no,
Honestly,
okay.
even sex, I have never been caught having sex.
Sex? No.
You've been caught having sex?
No, sex, no. Jerking off, yeah, my grandmother. That story is real.
Oh, that's real. That's a real
that
story.
actually happened.
Yeah,
for real.
minus the tutu sex part. That tutu sex exists, by the way.
He showed
Wait, in
me.
that bit, do you actually finish jacking off or you stop? I don't remember.
No, I stop.
Okay.
I mean, it's weird, bro.
Oh,
Your grandmother
wow.
just...
Did she mention it to your father?
Then you have blue
I
balls.
feel like she did, but my dad just never mentioned it to me.
Oh, okay, good.
Well, imagine like
Did you guys ever sorry, go for it, Steve.
no, just like your mom comes up to you. Oh yeah, your son was jerking off. Like I'm not gonna fucking say anything.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to have that conversation.
I was also like 12 or something, so I
Yeah.
guess it's normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
no, I would kill myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got caught hardcore.
Oh,
What?
Oh, yeah, your story's great,
Like
actually.
full
Oh,
out,
yeah,
like 32-inch TV.
No,
like,
I remember I
candles.
was in my
Is
room.
that what you have at home, 32-inch TV?
I had a desk.
I love how I want 32-inch TV. Like if it's a big thing, just 30.
biggest one in the village.
I was at my desk and like I remember I must have been like fucking 13.
Oh, I thought when you said desk, I thought you were talking about work. I was like, oh my god.
Did you have hair then?
Oh, wow.
Where?
Oh!
Well, I had more on my head.
Go for it. Go for your
So-
story.
Yeah, and my reasoning to the way that it was going down was that I pulled my chair back, and I'm like, if I do it on my knees, if anybody walks in, I'll be able to like go under the desk and be like, oh, I dropped a pencil or something, you know. Instead, I forgot to close the door, so it was very easy.
The main element of
Yeah.
the jerking off with people in the house, Tom, is
Yeah.
closing the fucking door.
Well, it's because
Was this
nobody-
your room or was it
Yeah, it
like
was
a
my room.
common
No, it was
computer
my room.
Okay.
It was my room, but the thing was is because
I don't know why people have computer rooms. I don't know. Is it a thing?
my parents were watching TV, and I'm like, it's Sunday afternoon. They usually fall asleep on the couch at around 7:00 watching a movie, so I'm probably safe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I'm on Casa, like
Shout out.
as I usually am, and I'm downloading, and I get this thing. It's like a Britney Spears kind of like fucking obviously a fake picture, but it gets the job done. And next thing I know, I just hear my dad go at the door, walk away.
Oh my god.
Jerk me, baby,
it was-
one more time.
It was never spoken about.
So when you walk into that room, is
Yeah.
your desk facing? Like, were you
The window,
facing your
or-
father, or
So
are you at an
basically-
angle
What
and
was
your
his
dad is
view? What
behind
was his
you?
view?
Okay, so basically he walks in, right? The door. He walks in, and we're on the same side of the room. You know what I mean? We're on the same side of the room. So he walks in, and like I'm all the way at the end of the room on his rightmost side.
Okay.
It's like if we were in this room here. Like you walk
Yeah.
in, and you in front of you. It was like dressers, bed, whatever, and then I had my desk right on the side. So I figured like if somebody's walking by, they can't see me. They have to stick their head in the room to see
Okay.
me. The one time that happened, a head came through the door,
You're on your knees.
and I'm
jerking off.
on my knees, and I feel like, well, my dad must have been like, "Why the fuck is he on his knees?"
That's such.
Is
I
he
feel like he was more
Is he, like,
disappointed
doing it-
about the form than the act.
Yeah, it's fucking rough.
Talking about jerking off, where's the
jerk
most
is
fucked up
jerking.
place you guys ever jacked off?
Oh,
Jesus.
shit, that's a good question.
I have so many answers.
Is this the jerk off episode? Oh, yeah, he did it on my couch.
Yeah,
Oh, you jacked off here?
that's a story for another time.
Okay.
But weirdest place? I can't even think about it. I don't know about you.
Weirdest
I don't
place.
know. I have normal jerk.
Anybody ever do it
I
in a
don't know.
car? Or?
Yeah, I've jacked off in the car at university.
Oh, wait, no, maybe I do have a fucked up one.
So you see, I mentioned that because I've also done it too. Good. I just want to see that.
Anybody ever jacked off in a car? Yeah, a car because it was the blue ball situation. It was, I was seeing this girl and it was the beginning phases of dating, and then we just made out for I would think 2.5 hours, and it was just not going
Oh,
anywhere.
what a bitch.
And I left her house, and my balls were so blue, my back was hurting. I couldn't walk, so I had to get in my car, park, and it was like 8
Sick.
p.m. There was a lot of commotion, so
Sick.
it was fucking. It was horrible.
Oh, it's
What
my
was yours?
turn?
Yeah.
I think I jerked off in a movie theater once.
Movie theater.
Yeah. No, because I think there was a sex scene and the girl was hot.
Oh, and you were in one of those theaters alone.
Did you actually jerk off?
I
in
was
the
alone.
movie?
I was alone in the
You
movie.
were alone in
Yeah.
the movie. Was that the most fucked up place? That's pretty fucked up.
Imagine
pretty
they have
fucked
hidden
up, yeah.
cameras.
That's pretty. No, well,
What do you mean imagine? Wait, Tommy. What do you mean imagine? They have cameras.
In the movie theaters.
I'm pretty sure they do.
Yeah.
I would
not a
think.
Guzzo, that's
No.
for sure. Shout out.
Shout out to Goods sponsors, potential.
Yeah, sponsors.
Not
Well, it's
anymore.
too late now.
Not anymore.
Worst part, I would say I jacked off in university. Actually, on the campus.
This is what you get. You just
No,
Like
yeah,
in a
it was
bathroom?
In the bathroom.
Okay,
It
okay.
was 7 a.m. I had an exam at noon.
you needed to brush off those
I'm
exam
telling you, I
anxieties.
was so anxious, so stressed. My stomach was hurting. I'm like, you know what would fix the stomach pain?
A jack-off session.
Jacking off in the bathroom of Lucam, which is probably the dirtiest university on the face of the earth.
Did you get
Shout out.
checked after that?
So and actually, I was jacking off, and right next in the bathrooms at Lucam, you have disposal for syringes for people that take heroin. So it's like, I'm just jacking off, and
Look
I'm
at us
just
laughing at
fucking
heroin
gross,
users.
I'm very glad that our studio audience came to hear this episode today.
Yeah.
It's really
It's
great.
crazy because your audience is 100% female, so I feel like
Yeah, exactly. Hey, studio
wanna
audience,
come.
how about a round of applause for masturbation? There we go. That's it.
Yeah.
And there we go.
Shit.
there we go.
Alright.
I guess it's a good way to end the episode. I feel like it was very violent.
It was a violent.
It was
It was
an
a
aggressive
violent
episode.
And we shared a lot about each other that we probably shouldn't, because
Yeah.
then tonight we're gonna go jack off and think about it.
Yeah.
It's true now. Every time we're going to be jacking off, we're going to be thinking about each other.
I will never think about you guys while I'm doing that. I'm
Well,
fine with that.
It's
I'm
too
okay
late.
with
He
That's
planted
very-
the seed.
that.
It's very it's very selfish of you.
No problem.
So I guess maybe we want to end it on like a softer note. I don't know. I mean, does anyone want to add anything? Or?
How about our studio audience? Why don't you? Not our studio audience. How about our the listeners? If you guys ever masturbate in a weird place, why don't you just write in and let us know?
We don't have an email yet, but just we'll we'll figure that
Keep
out.
We'll
it
put
in
it-
the comment section.
Yeah, it'll be in the comment section at some point when somebody
Yeah.
decides to get
Yeah.
an email address.
If somebody decides to get it, we could also just put it on social media.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You could comment there. But I mean, for episode 104 of Snobcast, I think we were pretty snobby about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like an asshole. So
I think you just feel disgusting because your mom's listening to this episode,
Your parents are never going to respect me ever again. if they
or
listen
me
to
for
this.
that matter.
Yeah, I feel like
any of us.
Next
Tommy's
episode.
cooking the food.
Yeah.
No.
I don't trust these.
I feel like next episode is just going to be Emile by himself.
Yeah, I feel like we're all out of a job.
Yeah.
Thank you for the microphones.
Okay. On that note, guys, it's been great talking to you all. See you next week.